Hi, my name is John Crabb. I'm a managing partner and co-founder here at Agent Image. Starting today, I want to be your source for all things branding and marketing related when it comes to real estate. I want to help give you tips, tricks, help you avoid certain pitfalls, and hopefully give you some really good keys to success that will make your brand second to none.
One of the big things that is really being discussed in the industry over the last year is how important it is to own your website. Ever since, sort of the dawn of real estate websites, if you go back to the late 90s, almost every single website provider out there built their websites on what is called a SaaS model, which is basically software as a service. Those software as a service models are great, but what happens is they're great when you have a structure that's defined. In this industry, you have to stand out and you have to be unique. So if you build something to be that templated, there are going to be a lot of times where you ask a designer, can I do this? Can I do this? And the answer is going to be no, because they can't make a change to your website that won't affect 1,000 other websites, especially in a world now that is so digital and is so virtual. So your website is actually a huge hub of your business. And to think that you can invest tens of thousands of dollars, even potentially, into something like that, and not own that website and be able to take it with you where you want to go to work with who you want to work with, extremely dangerous prospect when you think about dealing that for something with your business.
We build all of our websites on the WordPress platform, which gives you 3 very distinct advantages over our competition. First, no company can claim it is proprietary, so therefore you own your website 100%. Second, it is the most SEO-friendly platform and therefore will greatly enhance any online marketing you do to achieve ranking in the search engines. And third, you're not dependent on one company's R&D department, as it is an open source platform, meaning you have thousands of programmers all over the world creating new plugins every day.
The way I look at WordPress in real estate, when you have a great foundation, right? As long as you have that foundation, you can tear down what's ever on top and rebuild it. So it's really easy to redesign a website as technology changes, as design techniques change, and you don't have to worry about losing the value you've built up in your website for SEO purposes.
As you start your career and you build your brand, it's like pouring the concrete foundation for a building. It matters, and it matters on a very, very important level, because that brand, what you build early on, is what is going to be defined and memorable about you moving forward. If you're going to reface that a year or two down the line, you've lost all that branding. So you really want to build that brand right the first time. You want to pick the right website vendor to work with. You want to pick the right marketing vendors and sort of collateral vendors to even work with. Anything you need, you want to pick the best in class.
Branding isn't just slapping a logo onto t-shirts, mugs, and swag. So much more goes into the development of a truly successful and recognizable brand identity. Think of brands you use day to day or luxury brands you admire. When you think of these different brands, a logo usually comes to mind instantly, along with association and emotions. The most successful and powerful brands in the world are iconic and accomplish this brilliantly, and so should yours. Your logo design, business cards, your website, social media, listing presentations to newsletters, all of it must maintain brand continuity throughout. There cannot be a broken link in this chain.
And you want to make sure the brand is going to evoke the emotion you want out of your audiences. If you look at Chanel, if you look at Mercedes, if you look at Bentley, if you look at Coke, Sony, whatever it is, there are brands that have hit that perfect. And when you think about it, they evoke an emotion or a feeling when you see them. And there's so many ways to accomplish that with a logo, with a color scheme, things like that. There's so many psychological factors that go into a brand and developing one that a lot of people, don't kind of think to do from the onset. And again, as their business grows, and how does that transition when it's a team, and logos got to evolve to take in a team and not just you.
Brand awareness is one of the most essential elements of a successful business, and having the continuity throughout all of your marketing efforts is key.
You never know what piece of marketing material that you put out there is going to get traction or get eyes on it, and every single one of those things is an opportunity to present yourself and your brand in the most professional, authentic way possible.
It only takes a fraction of a second for someone to form an opinion about you and your business upon arriving at your website. And because you don't get a second chance to make a first impression, a beautifully designed and branded website is key. Your site should convey your knowledge, your professionalism, your values, and all of the reasons why someone should do business with you in that very moment. Implementing elements like high-resolution photos and videos, stunning imagery that go edge to edge, and carefully crafted movement and motion will not only impress your website visitor, but will grab their attention and keep them on your website longer. Modern design and sleek functionality will ensure ease of use and immersive engagement. The best real estate website designs create a memorable, lasting impression and present your company in a professional manner and allows users to navigate the site with ease.
Everyone is glued to their computers, their cell phones, their tablets. You know, they're in front of screens all day long. So that digital brand and how you present yourself digitally is so different because you're not out always shaking hands or meeting with someone in their home. You know, they're Googling you, right? They're going to Google you. They're going to look at your reviews, what it says about you. They're going to look at your social media presence, what that says about you. They're going to look at your website and what story that tells.
It is imperative that the mobile version of your website must be equally as good, if not better, than the desktop version. Your prospective clients are on their phones all day long, and it's highly likely the first interaction they ever have with your brand will be on a mobile device. You cannot afford to overlook this critical aspect of your business. As the saying goes, first impressions last, and much of this has to do with the visual aspect users see within seconds of viewing your website. Poor design can instantly drive users away, and the same can be said about template designs that don't offer a unique browsing experience. Design is a critical factor in how your website is ranked on search engines. Having a fully responsive site that's viewable on all devices and easy to navigate by all sorts of users is no longer just an option, but a requirement if you really want to reach your audience. We realize that you work every day, 24/7 to serve your clients, so we're here to do the same for you. We are the only company in the industry with true 24/7 support to help you with any urgent or time-sensitive needs. Whether you have a question about how to update your site or a change at 11 p.m. for a listing presentation early the next morning, our team is here to support you. We are truly your technology partner and always here to help.
Agent Image is a uniquely positioned branding firm for real estate agents, and we've been doing it for 20 years.
And what we built recently, which I'm going to talk about today, is a product called Agent Image X. This was actually thought of and born at the exact same time we retired the rental platform that we had in 2007. We wanted to build something that actually would be there and be usable for new agents starting out, where they could own their own website right out of the gate at a price point that they could afford. So our idea was, can we build something for, let's say, under $1,000 that looks luxurious, that looks amazing, that can be branded and customized to look truly unique? And how can we do this to give the agents who are starting out a really huge advantage to kind of walk in and have this beautiful digital brand to present at listing presentations, or if they're representing buyers early on, which most are, how can we make that property search and the property layouts engaging compared to what's out there? So what we did is we took advantage of obviously broker reciprocity and IDX, and we created custom IDX layouts that, if you are familiar with the MLS, typically any MLS, it's very plain, it's very rudimentary. Even the third-party plugins and stuff that are out there typically have a template feel to them and don't exactly meld well to a custom designed website. What we did is we took that through our relationship with companies like iHomeFinder and IDX Broker, and we decided, hey, we're the best at what we do, which is branding, custom website design, and building unique digital brands online. How can we partner with the best at what they do when it comes to IDX, CRMs, virtual tour providers, things of that sort? How can we incorporate that into the websites we design and build a truly best-in-class product?
And these agents that still trust us to handle their brand because they know that we're going to differentiate them and separate them from one another, and we're never going to, create something that looks alike or or makes them look similar, waters down their brand when they meet up, on a listing presentation going after the same listing. These agents are made to look like they've been doing this for years, and we can literally build a brand that makes an agent look established, even if they're just starting out and haven't been in the industry a long time. And that, to me, is where the internet is a great equalizer.
We are very excited to announce our newest product offering, which is called Agent Image X. We wanted to design a high-end luxury feel template that can be up and running very quickly, and at the same time offer 100% complete ownership to the client. That's sort of unheard of in this industry.
What we do differently than anybody else is really embracing other technology and saying, hey, you know what, there's a lot of companies that do a lot of cool things. How can we work together and make the experience amazing for the agent, for the consumer, and everybody, and really leverage tech in a good way to where it's not scary, and we make it something that's actually friendly for the agent and friendly for the broker and for the real estate professional.
You'll notice right off the bat where Agent Image is really different in the very first voice that you hear. If you give us a call, you'll speak with one of our senior web marketing strategists, and that's not just the title, that's really who we are. You're not going to be sold a website. We're going to find out what your goals are, what your needs are. We're going to match that. We're going to find the balance based upon your expectations, your goal, and your needs.
Do your best to take technology, take your business, take your brand very seriously, and understand that, perception is reality, and what people see is what they're going to believe, and what they're going to, they're going to decide if they're going to trust you with the biggest, transaction of their life and the biggest moment in their life, a lot of these times with a purchase or sale of their home. And it's an emotional play, and you need to, understand that and give them every tool possible to succeed and to be comfortable in that, and to make yourself stand out from everybody else that's competing for that same business.
Thanks so much. Have a great day. And if we can help, we're here at Agent Image, and look forward to hearing from you.